Okay, showtime. Well, hello, folks. Thanks for tuning in. Today we got something a little bit different. We have a new battery charger because my old one finally died and I had to buy a new one. Now, before I show you this new one, let me show you this old one. If you don't think I don't get my money's worth out of something, this was an old two socket. Get the light on it. LUC E-Fest. Who remembers E-Fest? And I even had, this one was so old, it wouldn't do flat tops. It would only like do button heads. I had to screw some screws in so it would catch the top on the flat top batteries. That's how old this thing is. It's got to be, I don't know, 6, 8 years old, maybe even older. This first one I ever bought, way back when I started vaping. I liked it because it had an AC plug. And back in them days, most of them had this. Everything wasn't USB. You know, you didn't run everything off a damn computer and an adapter, so type situation. So anyhow, that's how long this thing worked. Now, I could only charge 2 batteries at a time, but I wasn't in no hurry. And it wouldn't do 21700s, those big ones. It wouldn't do any of those. 18650s, as big as it went. Now, that's how old this thing is. Anyhow, this finally died. It got to where it wouldn't auto shut off. It'd still charge the hell out of the battery. And if you wasn't keeping an eye on them when they hit 4.2 volts, it'd just keep rolling right along and the batteries start getting hot. So we bought a new one. And I confess I am not a battery guru or a battery charger guru. So there was only little certain things that caught my eye or that I was looking for, put it that way. Here's what we got. An Xtar X4. And this came from Amazon. So I should be able to show everything on the box since it comes from Amazon, you would think. Who knows, you know, with YouTube, you know, with those Nazis, who knows? I mean, really. So anyhow, this is what we got, and I got it. It had the options I wanted, which were AC plug-in, okay, and it would do 21700, even though I don't have any yet. Old Tony B's Pulse takes a 21700, so I'm gonna buy me a few, see if they work, see how I like them. So now I got something to charge them with. That was the main 2 things I was looking for, was an AC plug and 21700 capability, okay? And then thirdly was the price. So this one was kind of in what I thought was the mid-range, of course, and it was Amazon, so hey, ordered it on Monday, got it on Wednesday. Yeah, I didn't have to wait 3 months to ship it from China. So plus Amazon has their, you know, their easy return policies in case there's a problem with anything. So let's unbox this thing and see what it looks like. Okay. Well, I got my camera set up. I can't zoom out far enough to get the whole box. Going the other way around. We might just flip the video when we edit it. Anyhow, here we got Xtar, fast charging, what does it say? 4X. All right, there it shows you all the different sizes. It goes from 14500 all the way up to a 26650. It also does some knockhead sizes from a 4A all the way up to a C. And it says, nope, 21700 batteries can charge protected ones, okay? Now, like I say, I'm not a battery guru, so I don't know about that. The box looks like it's a little generic because it says input 100 to 240 volts. Well, so that covers both US and European deals. We'll talk about that a little later because that is one of the cons on this particular purchase. constant. It's all your specs, and it also has a USB output of 5 volts, 1 amp, a 1 amp USB output. In charge, it's 4.2 plus or minus 0.05 looks like, and you get a charge. Down here it tells you all your stuff. OV activation function revives over discharged batteries. I have to take his word for it because I don't have one to test it with. 3-stage charging maintains battery lifespan. I'm not a battery guru, so those of you that are will know what that means. Precise cutoff, current buffering technology, reverse polarity, short circuit overcharge overheat protection, reverse polarity, I said that. And insured worldwide by Chinese Pacific Insurance Company. Yeah, I'm sure that'll fly. Yeah, let's start making a claim on that. Yeah, come on. This is the edge of the box. Just more of their stuff where they, basically just tell you what's in the box. So anyhow, that's the box. So let's take it out, see what it shows. Don't get a whole lot in the box, just kind of what it said. You get, here's your power cable, and mine is the US, of course, which is what I wanted. US power cable. You get your charger, and you get a little bitty instruction manual that you got to have triple magnifying glass to read. Okay, now here's our deal. I hadn't taken the protective sticker off yet. I probably won't. It's got 4 slots. 1, 2, 3, 4 is the way it's numbered. Supposedly, if you put a charged battery in this slot, then your output USB, you can charge other things and power other things, but it's just the one slot here. I wish they would have made it. I wish they would have made it where you could have put all 4 in, and you would have basically had a power bank. But they didn't. So, and it's only 1 amp. So, I mean, you could still put 4 batteries in it and just swap them out when this one got drained if you were using it for a power bank. But there's better power banks out there than this type of situation. Got your like USB, mini USB input, and this is where your AC is going to plug in, and that's about it. It's got some air holes for cooling. Again, it gives you the rundown. Same thing it said on the box. Okay. All right, let's plug our AC up to it here. And there's our display. Now, one of the complaints on this charger was it only showed 2 displays at a time. And you toggle through them with this little rocker switch here. Okay, but you got a dial display for percentage. You've got the volts of the battery. You've got and what it's charging it at, and what rate it's charging it at. Okay, now. Just for demo purposes, I think I got one here that's pretty low. Just put her in. Positive goes up. It's clearly marked on the tray, and that gives you an idea. Now, from what I understand, if you put one battery, this is 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So think of A and B. Okay, if you got one battery here and one battery in A and one in B, then it has the capability of charging at 2 amps, which is what it's reading out here. If you put 4 in, I think it knocks it down to half an amp or 1 amp, something along that line. Okay, now just for show, there's a 18350, I think it is. Yeah, see, it knocked it down. If you put 2 batteries in, well, it knocked that all the way down to 1 amp. But you see, you got channel 1 and channel 2, which is 1 and 2. Okay, now if we go on and put another battery in, now it's showing channel 3. Channel 3 and channel 2. If you want to see what channel 1's doing, you just click your little thing coming this way, and it gives you channel 1 and channel 3. Okay. And we can actually put another battery in. There we go. Now we got channel 4. So we can rotate through by clicking this. You can rotate through the batteries to see what they're doing. 2 and 3, 1 and 4, and 2 and 3. So you can rotate through to see what your batteries are doing. And it gives you the little indicator. And it looks like with 4 batteries in, we're down to, of course, channel 2. This one, I guess it's smart enough to realize this little bitty one only needs a half an amp. So it's at a half amp. The rest of them are, looks like they're at 1 amp. And they're charging away. And I don't have any 21700s to put in there, but the deal is big. And one of the downfalls, cons, is it's so big that I'm used to just getting my thumbnail and popping them out, but because the tray has to fit a 21700, it's higher, and it's a little hard to get your thumbnail unless you got a big thumbnail. It's hard to get your thumbnail in there and pop it out, but you can. It is doable. Well, I'll say it is. But you can always just reach in there and pull them out. I don't really like doing them like that. If you get one of them out, the rest of them are kind of easy. But there you go. Okay, that was a look at the Xtar X4 extended version. Okay, now, and I got it on Amazon. Cost me $35.99, free shipping. Which, that's a big thing these days. Now, when I rate this, I'm going to give it probably a 4-star, and I would give it 5, but there's not really anything wrong with the charger itself. It works fine. It does what it's supposed to do. Works fine. It's great. I'm happy. Okay, but when I review something, I review the whole picture. So I'm not going to give it 5 stars, and here's the reason why. Okay, when you're looking at this particular battery charger on Amazon, when you're looking at the specs, it's telling you all the the good stuff about it, which is that it's fine. That works good. But when you get down here we go. Where's it at? Okay, here in the details. And this was one of the complaints on some of the other reviews. Input voltage, 240 volts. That's European. That's not US. Okay. So now if you look at the picture shows a US plug. Okay. Now some of the people complained, said they wanted a US and they got a European. Of course, I'm sure they, send it to Amazon, it wouldn't be no problem to switch out, or send it back, get another one, get the right one, whatever. They're really good about that. One of the reasons I use them. But anyhow, get your pictures and your specs straight, okay? Get them to match. It's not that hard. I do videos, okay? It's not that hard to get the pictures and the specs to match. Come on. Anyhow, that gets a ding, okay? Luckily, mine came in with the right plug, the US plug, okay? But there's some comments that people said they got the European style, which according to the specs, that's what you're going to get. Of course, the box was no help because it was a Omni box that will do US and European, went from 100 to 240 volts. It's a universal box, so that was no help to look on the box. So, it was a guessing game. But anyhow, I didn't mind since I went ahead and ordered it since it was Amazon. If it was wrong, I could send it back without a problem. Okay, but I'm sorry, you get a ding for that. You get a ding. The other ding I have is this user manual that you got to have 6 magnifying glasses stacked on top of each other to read. That's too small. I'm sorry. You get a ding for that. And let's see what else. And that's about it. So I'll tell you what we're going to do. I'm going to be nice. I'll be gracious. I'm going to give 4.5 stars. Just ding it half a star for the mismatch on the data, on the details, and the tiny user manual. So 4.5 stars. Now, like I say, the device itself is working perfectly. So I have no complaints about that. And it was in the price range I was looking for. It had the features I wanted. Now, I'm not a battery guru. I'm not a battery charger guru. Some people take this stuff dead serious. I mean, they're into it, okay? I'm not that into it. I'm that much into vaping, but I'm not that much into just charging the batteries. I just charge my batteries, okay? And I'll be happy. So, that's about all I got today. Till next time, we'll see you later.